Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the Nobody Asked podcast.
Welcome to the show.
It's the show. We're doing the show.
Let's not start with
We
brain
love
rot.
the show.
Let's not start with brain rot content. The people have been through enough. I was editing the second podcast. It's good. It's funny. But you can tell that we've just done like an hour of talking beforehand. And it's just what else do we have left?
Yeah, I liked that episode. I like when we go balls to the wall, fuck ass crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's just you all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it when we do my personality. How was your big gay weekend?
My big
How was the big gay parade?
big butt stuff weekend.
How was the bubble butt bottom parade?
It was good. It was crazy. So it was like a whole week, to be honest. Wednesday, I had the Mardi Gras Film Festival. I was in like a TikTok series.
Oh, what TikTok series?
It's called Girl Crush.
Plug it.
It's called Girl Crush. It's really good. You guys need to look it up. Just look up
Who
Girl.
do you play?
I play an influencer and I'm only in it for like a minute.
Oh, yeah, no, you did show me that. I have seen this.
Yeah. It was really fun. It was like I only got to do I had to do like a day of filming, and then they were like, oh, you get to come and with the cast and you get to do all this stuff. I was like, that's awesome. The films were really funny because it's like an international film festival. It's not just like Australian ones. No offense, Australia, but like it's not just very, very local. Like there was ones from all over the world, and some of them were funny as fuck. I was like, this is awesome. I can't believe I get to be here. But I was really sad because I didn't get a choc top before I went in.
What? Oh, were they giving out free choc tops?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted one.
Oh, you just wanted one?
Because it didn't feel like something
peckish.
you should do at the film festival's opening, the screening, the premiere. I didn't feel like I should have a choc top. But then I realised the film festival goes for like fucking 2 hours, 3 hours. I was like, man, I really want a choc top.
Walking into like a prestigious like Cannes Film Festival with a bag full of Woolies groceries because you refused to buy them at the cinema. I've bought 6 packs of pods and a packet of chips.
Can you imagine Cannes Film Festival and you're going, sorry.
Cannes Film Festival and you pull out a rotisserie chicken that you got from Woolies. What? I'm hungry. This is fucking long. It's a short film festival. It goes for 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
But tell me more about. So you went to the film festival.
That was super fun, nice, like chill night. And then
what night was that?
Wednesday. And
Wednesday.
then Thursday we have the TikTok Mardi Gras party.
Okay. Yeah. You were a visionary voice.
I was a visionary. Actually, technically, I was. So there's visionary voice, and then there's industry disruptors.
Oh, okay.
Which was me and Sriracha, who also performed, who's fucking awesome, and then Rebel Wilson, who was not there at the event.
Oh, she couldn't make it.
Surprise!
She couldn't make it. Oh man, I can't believe.
What do you mean?
I can't believe that when they bestowed upon her the title of industry disruptor, she wasn't there to accept her award.
Right, and
wow.
Look,
but you were there.
I was there, and I was there, and they got me to do 10 minutes of stand up. That's what I was booked for.
And this is an event at the Ivy, isn't it?
It's at the Ivy.
But it's at is it the Ivy or like the Marco Polo bit with the pool?
No, it wasn't at Marco Polo. It was like level 2. So it's like the bit that like the big balcony looks onto the main bit?
Yeah, no, but yeah, I do actually, yes.
Yeah. It was like all of that bit.
Cool.
It was a really cool, like the event looked incredible. When I turned up, I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Was it decked out? What do they do?
It looked insane. Like there was like, there's like the press wall, and then there's like a big like swing kind of like sculpture like thing that for like photos, and the VIP like backstage bit was sick. They had like, because they were doing like a live interview and stuff, and the interview lounge looked amazing. And then there's like a big main stage, and then the bar. Like it looked fantastic.
Awesome.
But
how'd the stand-up go?
As soon as I was there, I went, so there's a thing with like corporate stand-up gigs, which is going like, oh God, it's not run by people who know about comedy.
Yeah.
You always get booked for somewhere you go, this is not what you want. I almost said to them when they booked me, like, hey, Soz, but can I host this? Can I just MC it? Because this gig does not need stand-up comedy. There's a reason why when you do stand-up comedy, everyone is sitting down.
Yeah, everyone sits there listening. It's always like being back. You have to have the discipline of being in the classroom, basically.
It works. Stand-up comedy works best. Think of like the best comedy rooms in the world are like the Comedy Cellar in New York, dark, dingy. Everyone is sitting down. There's only one bit of light in the whole audience, and it's on the person. That's because if something's going to be funny, you have to be listening to it.
There's never been a mosh pit at a stand-up
Not at all.
set, yeah.
There's never been fucking canapes going around while someone's trying to
That's rough. You're getting the people who go, I'll grab a napkin. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Not only that, the PA system is only playing up the front. Like
so no one at the back in here.
You enter from the back. That's where the press wall is. So people are, and there's like 250 people there.
Yeah.
It's a big event. There's people like screaming, hi, blah, 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 blah. They can't hear what the fuck is going on even if they tried to, so they lose interest. The people that were at the front.
People screaming during Mardi Gras? Seems out of character.
I'm going, calm down. This is very serious.
Guys, not everything is slay.
Yeah.
For the amount of times you're saying it, there couldn't possibly be that many things back there that are that slay.
Yeah. None of you are serving hard enough to make this much noise.
I want to hear some people yelling adequate at the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about what I expected.
Basically. So that's what I had to do. I went on, I was like, fuck this. So I was like, okay, I have to change. I'm not doing material to these guys. Like, they don't want fucking jokes. So then I'm going up to people, like, I'm sort of like talking to them and I'm like talking about people's outfits. I'm trying to be like, all right, fuck. If this is going to be a noisy room, I'm going to have to like change the vibe of this to make it somehow work.
Yeah.
And like the people that I knew were being great. They were like being super, super attentive, like really like rallying the crowd up because I wasn't like, I was doing real well. It was just like it was the Everest of stand-up gigs. But I couldn't just be like, guys, do you see why I was fucking right? And this is an awful, awful place for a stand-up comedy set.
It's funny how a lot of companies and corporate events do not understand that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Also, even if it is a sit-down event, they like people will go, this is meant to be funny, is it?
I'm like, even for the best stand-up comedians ever, they have openers. Like you have to get a vibe going.
Yeah.
Like if an MC does a bad job up top and doesn't liven the audience and like gather in the audience around enough, it's awful. Like it's never good. You have to do so much more work. Even if your material is funny, your delivery is funny, you're not going to get the audience on side. And then you clam up and freak out because you're like, oh fuck, this is stupid. I'm stupid.
But you get some laughs?
Well, yes.
Okay.
But then there was another hurdle. That came right after that. What happens at an event where everyone is an influencer and thinks the world revolves around them? Everyone thinks they're very fucking important. I had multiple people just try and take over. I had one person, and I feel like you'll know them.
Wait, like, are you talking about heckling or?
Heckling, but not even heckling. I don't know I don't know if this person was on any drugs. I don't know.
Crazy accusation to pull out, but
like,
they probably were.
I don't think I'd seen their content, but maybe I had because afterwards I looked and I was following them, but I just never have really like seen their stuff. But I feel like they're very influencer, which is why I'm like, I wonder if you know them or if they're just too like along. I'm
gonna get the censor ready. You ready?
I don't know the name.
Oh, you don't know the name?
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But I did see the post today, but I don't know. I don't know.
Are they on the video that you're in?
There's a photo of me and from the official. Oh yeah, from the official TikTok party, like the official photographer, where it is the direct moment that they start talking to me. I'll explain what this person.
We don't want to give it away too much. Let's.
No, but I want your reaction. Just say.
Let's also cover our asses that they might not have been on drugs, but why? What were they doing? You have to explain this.
They basically, of course, I don't think they were, but like I'm saying it's better for them if they were because it makes their behaviour a little bit better. Jesus. So they basically just came up like right up to the front and I was like, okay, like, yeah, we'll do some audience interaction because I was trying to talk to people and then they're like, I'll talk to you and I went, perfect, what a lovely willing.
Work the crowd.
Yeah, I went, what a lovely
Grease
willing
them up.
person.
Get them nice and oily.
And then they just started talking like really long, like they were like, I'll talk to you. And I was like, cool, tell me about this outfit. And then they just started talking for so long. And I'm trying to like people don't realize like the audience needs to be in on this. So like I'm trying to parrot what they say. So everyone is involved. So I'm like, okay, yep, that's from this place. And okay, that's from that place. And I was like, I'm trying to like, I don't mean to cut them off, but I'm trying to like, okay, and cool. And what are these? And they're like, no, wait. And they like reach out for the microphone. I'm like, no, I'll just, and then they go, and then they can't even get the body language of me being like, no, hey, I'm still taking a step back. I'm like, I'll talk to you. And then they go, no, I'm going to talk. Give me the microphone.
Oh my God,
and I
really?
Go, no.
Did you just move on to a new thing?
I just had to be like, no. And then afterwards, the TikTok people, I just like talked to other people. And other people, like I brought other people up on stage. Like
to go through the outfits and stuff?
One of the drag queens came up and held my handlebars.
Cool.
Look on my Instagram if you don't know what outfit I'm talking about. I was dressed as a motorbike.
One
awesome. Of the drag queens came up and held my handlebars from behind for like a good 2 minutes. It was funny.
Awesome. Can I also just say, like, so you were trying to talk and someone kept interrupting and then they kept going on long tangents and just wouldn't stop talking. That would be annoying, wouldn't it?
It wasn't like this. It wasn't what we
Eden,
are like.
You are my drugged up influencer heckler.
No, I don't think. Okay, I don't think they were on drugs.
Let me have a look.
Okay, it's just the back of someone's head now.
Oh, yeah, and I can see the fear in your eyes that they're like, oh, you're not okay to talk to. I don't know who that is from behind.
And they are actually reaching out at that point too.
That's crazy.
I'll try
That's
and
like,
find
don't.
a photo of them. It's crazy.
Like, it's very obvious that they've handed a microphone to one person. This is your moment, but I would have thought you would have got heckled a lot more.
No, not heckled in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way, but people being like, I'm like, when you've got a room full of people who are used to being the center of attention with their own content, you'd think they go, I could probably yell out something really funny and steal the show.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. Oh, it's this person.
Yeah, it's like, shut the fuck up.
Do you know who this is? I don't know them.
No.
Okay. But that's the person.
Okay, I don't know them, but they look like
so annoying.
They look like Frankie Grande with abs. You guys can go have a look and see who that is.
Jesus.
But that, to me, that just sounds, not to accuse them, but I'm just saying that behaviour sounds like someone who's on coke. Is when you're talking and not talking, and you never really have a full stop in that sentence, so you just keep going. So.
That was
God, saucy.
That. So then it was fine. G Flip was there, pretty funny.
Yeah, can we address this bullshit? I'm just trying to like text and call in because while you're out doing all your Mardi Gras, your gay shit, while you're out with the lessers and the bears and the Twinkies, I was editing the podcast in the office. To be fair, I did get invited to that, but I got invited really late.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you got invited to that.
Invited.
There wasn't straight people there. So I love that.
They probably think I'm gay.
By osmosis,
they probably think
they're like, he's around Eden enough, I'm sure.
I'm sure he dabbles, but
it's fucking awesome.
I mean, I'm
grabbing a coaster.
I'm someone because I've done work with Tinder a lot, and they're the best. They're so cool to work with. Awesome. And it's funny because the guy who will usually let me know if they have work for me, like I think he said it last year or something. Oh no, end of last year, he was talking to me being like, yeah, at the start of the year, next year, there probably won't be much work for you because, with Pride, we want to have, our LGBT creators at the forefront. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And they were like, even a format that I've hosted before, they're like, we're going to do that, but get someone else to do it. I'm like, yeah, obviously you would get that. It'd be weird, to take that spot away from someone else. But he goes, don't worry, we still love our token hetero. So that's how I'm known in the offices at Tinder as their token hetero, which is very nice.
Awesome.
But I was meant to go to that event. But I think I booked myself to do stand-up that night, and then I went home and edited.
Yeah, you did. How'd that go?
Yeah, really good. Tried out some new material. I think I'm doing this Friday night as well.
I'm supposed to be, but I have
Beachside Comedy in Bondi.
I have a wedding.
All right. Well, cool. And I tried to text Eden because I was like, I just need like one photo or I need like a couple things. So I tried to call him like, hey, could you just like text through this photo that I know you have on your phone? And the response was, sorry, I'm with G Flip right now.
Well, I was.
Which was such a big dog move from you.
I knew it was funny at the time.
Not even if you were with your mum, you would have just been like, oh, sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't have even told you. I had to say, sorry, I'm with G Flip. Can I tell you something really funny?
I'm just surprised you didn't use her real name just to be like, she lets me call her that.
So, and this is like following on from like talking about influencers. It was really interesting because I don't know, I'm not even saying I'm like that much of a great person, but I'm just like a decent, like bare minimum level human being.
Hell yeah.
Like entertainer when I like am at these types of events is like obviously anyone that you are working with or like are going to interact with anyone like who's like working the event, the AV people and the sound people and the lighting people, whoever, like the organizers, like you introduce yourself to.
Yep.
Like if the vibe is handshake, or if it's not. Like,
you probably will need somebody's help, all of these people's help at one point. So it's good to be like have some sort of relationship with them.
And you don't actually ever know. Something that I see is like people treat the people who they think are like in charge and they'll get more opportunities out of with more respect. But it's like, no, often the CEO is in the fucking T-shirt. Like, because they're working. Like, you never actually know who you're going to.
It's just a matter of just being a decent human.
Literally,
and just
yeah.
introduce, like,
aside from getting anything out of it, just treat people nicely because it's
I'm shocking at remembering names, but I will, like, any time I've worked on a cruise, like on a shoot with a crew, the crew's usually been small, but it's been like 10 people.
Yeah.
I cannot for the life of me remember anyone's name.
But just
I'll
be
go up and
nice.
introduce myself to everyone. And like the people I make sure I always get to know the sound guy.
Yeah.
Because the sound guy is the one who's going to be putting his hand up and down your shirt 15 times. Not in a creepy way, but if you don't know, when you get mic'd up,
When you get like mic pack.
they'll usually tape it to the middle of your chest.
I did a musical theatre degree. I've had a mic pack on my crotch.
What the? Were you like
Sometimes
singing?
costumes.
Were you singing into your crotch? Why would it need to be down there?
No, not the like that bit. Like it was a headset mic. But the battery pack.
Oh, the battery pack. I thought you had like the mic down there. I thought you were like standing up but putting your head between your legs. That was the only way the mic would pick it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were with G Flip ignoring me?
Yes. Well, so why I was saying about like treating people with respect, one of the people came up to me towards the end of the night and they just said like me and my team were just talking about how great you are to work with and like how you actually talk to people like they're not staff of yours. I'm like, well, yeah, we're both working at this event. I'm working as a comedian. You're working as, you know, an event organizer or a
It doesn't
AV
happen. It doesn't.
Like we're both actually staff here. You're not working for me.
Yep. It doesn't happen without you and doesn't happen without them.
Exactly. It's like they're not my team. We're on the
they're not there to serve you.
Exactly.
They're
so I was like, oh, thank
job.
you. That's so nice. That's so nice. And the main guy there who was really, really funny all night, we were like laughing. He was like, so like again, G Flip's like, I forget that they're famous. And so it was pretty like
Is that
in and out. They weren't hanging out.
Did G Flip use their pronouns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Didn't know that.
So they were pretty in and out. Like they weren't hanging around before or after.
Yep.
They were basically like straight in, straight out, went to perform it and to go.
Right.
And they did one short like interview. But the guy who was with me was sort of like the one of the main event organizers. And he was like, listen, I'm going to get a photo with you guys. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I'm running the event. I'm going to say like, oh, TikTok will want both like the performers.
The performers.
So that like, yeah, he was like, I'm gonna do this for you. I was like,
Okay.
You're a G. Because I was like, yeah, I was never gonna, like some people I think were asking for like photos.
Everyone there will want a photo with
but
G
like
Flip.
none of the guests were able to get one.
That's what I mean. But they've just destroyed everyone in the hottest 100.
Yeah.
They'd be
They broke
riding
records.
a wave right now.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's what, just being a decent person, doing your job, respecting people around you. It's not about getting things, but if you're just a decent person.
But it's pretty awesome that you get things.
Yeah, this guy will be a decent person back and be like, hey, you know
Let
what?
me do this for
I
you.
know you're not doing this because you want to post it for clout. I know you're not doing this so you
If
can
I was
try
acting
it.
like
Yeah,
a brat, he never would have
exactly.
done that.
Exactly.
So yeah, he was like, I'm just going to introduce you to their manager. So I'm talking to their manager for ages and it was like, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was like a cool part of it. And then, oh my God, see, this week was so freaking eventful. Oh my God, afterwards, again, perfect. I was with a bunch of people and then me and King the Drag Queen like outside and we just, again, my outfit is quite a spectacle. So I'm getting asked for like people, it's almost like people think you're like a photo opportunity, another one of the like photo walls.
Yeah.
So I was just treated like a photo wall all night. Cool. I love it. I love that shit. And I love when I wear a cool outfit and people want photos. It's like,
all of your outfits are really cool, dude.
thank you.
Really cool.
That one took
I got to get you to
so
design
fucking
something
long.
for me.
Yeah.
At some event, you got to design. I mean,
We'll have something this year.
Our favorite event, the TikTok Awards at the end of the year.
We got to do
we'll do a matching.
We got to do a matching. We'll conceptualize
figure something
this. And so afterwards, like we kind of lost track of a bunch of people. Also, I only had 2 drinks over the whole night because they closed the bar tab at like 8.
Isn't that the shits?
Oh my God, it was crazy. And like because I was like backstage, like I wasn't gonna like try and go out of my way to be like, I need a drink. I really want a drink. Like I was like, no, come on. Like I'm not here to get drunk. I'm here to do my job.
Yep.
So yeah, I had 2 drinks over the whole night. So I wasn't like in a festive mood. I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll go out with everyone. Like it'll be nice to see everyone. And then everyone sort of like got scrambled around these back streets everywhere. And Ella and I look at each other and we're like, should we go home? Should we?
How crazy.
It was like 9:30 and I was like, man, we could get an Uber to my house, drive through Macca's, go sit at your house, like in comfy clothes. Could you imagine if that's what we are doing at 10:30? And she was like, fuck yeah.
Do you know who has the best exit plan and strategy at every influencer event? I got to that. Star McGowan.
Oh, yeah?
That girl, not even like, it doesn't feel like an Irish exit. Like you don't know that she leaves, but in your head, she's so lovely that you assume she said bye and gave you a hug, and she probably did. And then I'll message her.
She probably didn't. Yeah, she probably did.
But I'll message her and I'll be like, oh, where you at? And then she'll be like, I'm at home with a McChicken watching Netflix. And I'm like, oh, it's like 10:30. I'm in an Uber on my way to a club that I don't want to go to, and I'm half drunk. Yeah. She is the queen of that.
Yeah, I've left the event with free drinks. Now I'm going to have to go pay $10 for a drink and be like not on everyone else's level, and then it's going to be $2 when I get home, and I'm going to be like, I don't really want to do that. I love going home early. I would never last in like European culture where they go out for dinner at 10 and then they're out until 5. I want to start drinking at 3 and I want to be in bed at 11.
Nah, bruv. Because I'm the same. I don't like being out that. I just hate like getting home and then you sleep until midday.
I hate it.
But in Europe, one of the best things about a lot of the countries, guys, I did a 3-month Europe trip last year. It's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Stop asking about it. But they have like a siesta. So at like 3 or 4 p.m, you go home, you nap, and you don't feel bad about it, and so you're re-energized. But also, I was with a mate who's an animal when we go out. Like he will just go. He's just a tank. I'll tell you a story about our last 2 nights of our Europe trip.
Please.
So my friend James, God bless him, love him to bits, we had been traveling for 3 months and we had got back to Madrid because we were flying out of Madrid back home to Australia. Mm-hmm. And when we first flew into Madrid on our very first day of the trip, we went to this little bar just because we were just like getting our bearings of like, oh, can't believe we're actually in Europe. This, made it out of the group chat. And when we'd come back to Madrid for our last 4 days, we're like, all right, on our last night, we'll go back to that same pub. We'll have a drink out on the street, have some food, and kind of just like a nice last
commemorate
night.
the trip.
We'll do like, we had this whole thing planned in our head that we're going to be like, here are my top 3 favorite things, here are my top 3 least favorite things. Just talk about it. We're like, okay, well, our second last night will be our last night where we can go out and get smashed. Like, drink responsibly. We were going to destroy ourselves because we were like, we have a whole day to recover. All we have to do is go out for dinner that night.
Cool.
So we signed up to a pub crawl, which you can find at like pretty much every hostel throughout Europe. They're great. Sometimes 10 people turn up. Sometimes you have like 300 people. This one was huge.
Wow.
And I'm trying to remember. It's foggy. We started off in like the basement of the hostel. They had sangria, like just a bowl of it so you could have as much as you want. We made friends with these two Australian siblings who were staying in the room with us. And so they were with us, and then we made friends with this American girl called Lauren. And then there was this guy who was sitting a little bit further away, and he was really quiet, really big dude, like as in probably 6'6", over 100 kg, like big boy.
Yeah.
Not like fat, but he just looked like
a sturdy man.
a rugby player.
Yeah.
And he's sitting over there and he's got like an Indiana Jones satchel on. So I'm thinking like that screams to me he's either an archaeologist or he doesn't go out a lot and you're not meant to bring your
He's
your
going to the tombs.
Yeah. And so, I was like, I'm not going to be a dick. So I just said hello to him, asked if he wanted to join us. So he came and joined us. He was pretty quiet. He seemed like a bit nervous, whatever, but lovely dude. Patrick, I think he was from Germany, I'm pretty sure. We go out that night. We get fucking tanked. Like I have photos of that night where there was a bar where you could buy these giant mugs that were the shape like the heads from Avatar, like the blue people.
Yes.
And they pour it in and then smoke billows out of its head. And then I got another one and it was like a dragon. So the smoke billows out of its mouth. And I was like, this is sick. End of the night, like we're all pretty bad. And then someone comes up to me and goes, hey, I was like, we should probably leave. It's like 5. We're done.
Yeah, let's go.
And they're like, I think your mate's out the front. I'm like, okay, I'll go get him. So I'm going to go look for James. One of the things James did was he learnt so much about star signs in order to make it easier to talk to girls, but he overcorrected and he's now like fully invested, fully obsessed to the point where he asks a girl point blank, what's your star sign immediately after meeting them for real reasons. For like, he has...
They're like, I'm a Pisces. He's like, go fuck yourself.
Genuinely, he has turned girls down if he's like, we're not compatible. He's told me, if I'm talking to a girl, he's like, yeah, no. Like it's so annoying now because it's just like, it's blanket rule for him. It's black and white. And I go out the front. It's funny because when he's drunk, he's kind of like, he would get in that formula of talk to a girl, say your name, what's your star sign? This is my star sign. It means I'm this. So he'd been doing that for 3 months in Europe. And I'd come out the front and he's in a bit of a state. You know, he's a bit wobbly. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, where is he? And all I can hear is, I'm a Pisces. That means I don't give a fuck. I'm a Pisces. It means I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, well, there he's just yelling about being a Pisces to no one. And so we go up to him, like, we're going to head back. And he's like, no, we're going to stay out. I'm like, no, let's all head home. Like, I'm pretty bad. You're pretty bad. He's just like, yeah, but I'm a Pisces, so I can push through him. I'm just like, oh God. And then
it's not looking like you can.
Out of nowhere, our Lord and Savior, Patrick, our giant German friend, comes over and goes, come here, and puts his arm around James and basically locks him into his sight. And we walk back to the hostel, which is like half an hour walk. Nice. But the whole time, James is like, you look at his legs, he's not walking. Pat's just carrying him. And the whole time he's still yelling, I'm a Pisces, so I don't give a fuck. We get him back to the hostel. And because he's standing on the top bunk, it's like only 4 people in this room, and the other 2 are the siblings. They've been out with us. They get it. Mm-hmm. We have to get James up into the top bunk, and so we have to basically like lift him and push him into the top bunk. I get him in there, and then me and Pat walk the other 2 girls back to their hostel, and then we drop them off and we come back. Pat goes into his room on the first floor. I go up to level 4. I'm like, oh, what an ordeal that was to get James in bed. I hope he's, at least asleep, or maybe he's watching a movie. Elevator doors open, level 4. I'm like, okay, sound pretty quiet. Out pops James's head. He goes, I've locked myself out of the room. I was like, oh, how is he awake? And so I have to get him back into the room, push him back in. And the reason he couldn't get back in was because on our walk home, he dropped his key card about 15 times. So I thought, I'm just confiscating this, put him into bed. And then the next day, he hadn't blacked out before in his life. Mm-hmm. And he thought people were just lying about it. And he was like, asking me like, what? That's the first time he'd ever blacked out. And I was like,
really? Wow.
Yeah. So it was a new experience for him.
A few.
Oh, really?
I start losing memory.
Yeah.
Because I have a bad memory. I never remember shit I say, who I've said it to, whatever, because I talk a lot. And so if I'm saying like 6 drinks and over, I'm losing hours at a time.
That's crazy. I need 6 drinks just to get a buzz.
Well, it's like I don't
like being heavy.
But it's not like I'm messy. Like I can talk. No. People would be like, Edan's tipsy. Edan's pretty tipsy. But it's like no one's home.
Yeah.
And I'm fine and I'm very capable. Like I can get around and like talk to people. Like I'm not messy at all. But the next day I'll be like, what? And people are like, yeah, you were so like normal and lucid at that time. Like we were having fully normal conversations. I'm like, I'm sure we were. I'm sure I wasn't drunk. I don't know. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I make a lot of good connections. Like I get a lot of messages the next day after being drunk of people being like, I really appreciate what you said. That meant a lot to me. And I was like, I'm not,
We've talked about
I'm
this
not
before.
confessing love to people, but I just will let people know that I appreciate them, but not in a way that annoys them, because 90% of the time I'm getting a message the next day going like, that actually really helped. I really need to hear that. And I'm like, I don't know what I said. I went to a friend's 21st not too long ago, and I was having a couple of drinks, ended up talking to their mum, and I was just like, I don't know what I said to the mum, but the kid messaged me the next day being like, I don't know what you said to my mum, but you're like her favourite now. I was like, I don't know. I'm
a very sentimental drunk, like not in a like sappy, like sloppy way, but like it's, how like around friends, like I think it's an Australian culture thing too. Like we're not very like upfront emotionally. We're not going to be like, you're my best friend. But like as soon as I start drinking, like anyone that I am friends with and I do care about, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
I always get a message the next day being like, that was so nice, dude. Like I cherish you as a friend too. Yeah. And I'm like, oh God, I've done it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, whatever. Yeah. Mm.
Well, I did a massive family trip to Bali last year. Like all my cousins, everyone brought their partners. And my sister's current boyfriend is probably my favourite boyfriend she's ever had by a country mile.
Cool.
And we both went to the bathroom at the same time and we're like pissing in the urinal. I think I turned to him. I'm really bad at it as well. I was just like, I'm not good at this, but I think you're really good for my sister. She's never been happier. And then I just walked off.
That is so cute. Yeah, I'm like that as well. Like even if I'm like I know when I was like camping, I was like, you guys are really beautiful together and it's just fucking awesome. And it's cool to see two people so in like, I'll just go on and on. And like, I'm like it with everyone. I think people do appreciate it. I think it's nice. Like, I think there's a lot worse drunks that you could be.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to finish about Mardi Gras. Okay, quickly, wrap it up. So yeah, we went home and it was awesome.
We got 30 minutes about Mardi Gras. That's cool. It's cool.
I know.
I mean, we could even do
30 minutes about Mardi Gras. You also went about Europe. That's your Mardi Gras.
I don't know why I told that story, but yeah.
Europe is straight pride. It is. And then Saturday night.
Aren't marathons? Run clubs are straight pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So Friday night, nothing. Sleeping. And then actually just like sewing like a mad person because within like 24 hours notice or something, one of my friends was like, can you quickly fill in a go-go dancing gig at the Metro for the girl thing event? And I was like, hell yeah, because I used to do that when I was like 18. I don't know if we've talked about this to you.
You've done a lot of things, so
I have done a lot. My life has been long, but that was because I grew up like a dancer and then I went to musical theatre school and I was like dancing there.
Can we just make a point of that? You were a go-go dancer during Mardi Gras and you were dressed as...
like it was supposed to be like butterfly wings, fairy wings, I don't know, whatever.
It was an awesome outfit.
Thank you. I got told the day before.
That's... Okay.
I made that corset. Well, the corset was already a corset. It was just plain white. And so I like sewed all the pink material to it and just like, I don't know, it got every single like string of pearls and glittery thing that I could and just started fucking sewing it on.
What does go-go dancing? Because in my head, that's the only thing I know about go-go dance is from Austin Powers when they're in a neon cage.
So that's like the OG go-go dance. Like, when you're at a big club and there's like podiums and there's girls dancing on the podiums.
I thought those were just dances.
Yeah, it's called like...
Is it called go-go because you're going and going and going?
I don't know. It's like, podium dancers. Sometimes they're like ambience dancers at like random events. I don't know. It's just like anything like, podium or like if there's sometimes there's
ambience dancers.
I don't know.
I'd love to hire someone to be my permanent ambience dancer. Just at the bank. Just...
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sometimes there's like cages, like anything like that. Sometimes it's just like next to the DJ while the DJ's on stage. It's just to like hype everyone up, add a bit of pizzazz to the club vibe.
Yeah.
So I used to do that when I was like 18.
Cool.
Which was so funny because like I feel like some people around me was like, she's stripping. Hey, nothing like I've still got like a lot of my friends who are strippers. Like it's not that that's a huge head turner, but it was just very funny. I was like, it's really not.
After this, you got to remind me to tell you a strip club story.
Okay.
I reckon this episode, we're already 32 minutes in. Let's just do this. We'll wrap it around 45, and then we could do everything that we actually prepared and were meant to do, but we've yapped.
As another one?
Yeah. I mean, let's
fucking do this.
It's 3:10, so I got to be out of here by like a bit after 4. That's fine.
We can do this. We'll
go another 10, 15, and then we'll do another one.
So what was I saying?
Go-go dancers.
Oh yeah, go-go dancers. So that's what I used to do when I was like 18. It was fun. And I haven't done it in so long. I just like, I don't know, dance. It gives me the heebie-jeebies in my brain sometimes. It's very like, every dancer has dance trauma.
Yeah, that's swim training for me.
Yeah. Every dancer has like, every time they're like, oh, do you want to do a fun dance class? It's like, your brain goes back to some Russian lady like, you sound like elephants.
Yeah. Oh my, Carly has told me.
Yes.
So many stories.
Carly and I have spoken about this.
Yeah, at length. Yeah. I'll have to get her to send me some stories because some of them are wild.
I got to start sending her. I said I was going to send her like funny, like we were talking about like stupid choreography and stupid like dance themes. I've got to send her some because I do have some.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like it's sort of, there's only 2 times that I've been like, fuck, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get back into it. One was like how I became friends with King to Drag Queen because she needed a backup dancer really, really short notice, like within a week. And I was like, we sort of like knew each other, we were friends, but I was like, you know what? This girl's really cool. I'm just gonna do it. And then I like learned a fuck ton of like the Lady Gaga tour choreography, like what her backup dancers do. Ella taught us. It was fucked. I was like, okay, it'll just be backup dancing. And then she was like, so we're doing the like official Lady Gaga choreography. I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I was like, great, cool. Diving straight in the deep end.
You start hearing the Russian voices again.
Literally, I was like, oh God.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it was really fun
Do the Gaga.
And then this time, my friend was like, can you do it? It's like It's pretty good money. It was like 2 hours, $360 to like because every time
Money bags.
I don't club that much, but every time I'm at a club, I'm like,
I can't imagine you clubbing.
right? Because when
I can't see you at an Argyle or a...
No, but when I do, I'm going, why am I doing this for free? Like I am, and I'm going like as if I'm always the person that gets videoed. Like, I'm always the person that gets Instagram storied when people are dancing with me. So I'm going, run me my check.
Yeah.
So,
it sounds...
why am I paying to be here?
It sounds very pretentious, but deep down I've never really liked clubbing. Even when I was 18, 19, 20, I just couldn't admit it to myself because just what everyone did.
Yeah.
All I could think about, like, because I like going to the pub. That is my thing. I want to sit, either watch the footy or just talk the entire night, play pool, whatever. And so whenever I go to clubs, like I like the music, but I just want to sit. And so with social media, there are a lot of opportunities where, like, if I go to a certain city and I post that I'm there, there'll be some nightclubs that are like, hey, if you come here, we'll get you a booth. If you put up some stories. And I'm like, yep. So I've become accustomed to sitting in booths where you get like a fucking personal bartender who gives you free drinks the entire night, and you have your own area
to talk to people and be like, like try and talk to people so fucking loud.
But even then, if I'm going to sit somewhere, and the thing is, I'll have all my mates with me, and we'll just be dancing in the booth together. Everyone's like, oh, it's better down the mosh. No, it's not. The mosh sucks.
It sucks.
I don't want to be there. That's what I've become accustomed to. Now I'm like, this is a lot more fun having my own space with the people I came with, the only people I want to hang out with, plus free drinks.
That's it. If I'm in the mosh, I'm going, I should, at this point, put me on stage. Like, I may as well be on stage. I may as well be earning money for this. So anyway, I did that. It was really, really fun. It was super awesome. It was just like all lesbians, like literally hundreds and hundreds. Like the Metro floor. You've been to like a concert at the Metro, right? Surely. It's like on George Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a fib. You don't know.
I don't know.
It's big. It's a big venue.
You don't know how many lesbians you can fit in this space.
No, really. Hundreds and hundreds.
Hundreds of lesbians.
Hundreds of lesbians.
Hundreds of lesbians.
And
it's the 300
crowd
movie.
Ever. Because you feel famous. You feel famous because of the fact that, like, okay, not gonna lie, like it did feel like a concert because at this point, like it was early on in the night, like 10 till 12 is pretty early. So no one's really dancing. Like it was very much a front-facing crowd, if that makes sense. It's not a club. Everyone's dancing. For when people started filing in, everyone is facing the stage where the DJ and us are.
You would have loved that.
It really just felt like a concert with us. Like there was me and two other girlies, and
they're both comedians, aren't they? Well, one of them is the shorter blonde one.
Yeah, she's a comedian.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
Funny. Yeah, she's
so
funny. I don't know her name, but I've seen her stuff. She's very funny.
Her name's Ruby Tees.
Ruby Tees.
She's amazing.
Very funny.
So funny. And it was so much fun.
Was there a DJ playing music and you were dancing to that? Okay.
Yes. So we're like interacting.
Sorry,
with
for
DJ.
a second I was just imagining a cappella dancing.
No.
Just your shoes squeaking on the stage.
No, that's so scary. No, there's like huge like set pieces and there's like podiums that we can sort of like go on and dance around, and there's like a massive like unicorn head which I kept making out with as a joke. Okay, this is the thing. I'm out of I'm out of practice and I can't stay serious for very long. So like I had like 20 minutes of like hee sexy dancing, and then like I just start doing something fucking stupid.
I think you text me being like, I got about 5 minutes in of doing the actual choreography and then just started taking the piss.
There's no choreography. You have to just like freestyle for 2 fucking hours. And I'm like, haven't you guys seen like this 20 million times by now? So I start like at one point I'm picking a fight with the unicorn. Like, at one point I'm kissing it, twerking on it, and then like I'm like in the crowd, like talking to people and stuff. It was very, 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 very fun. It was funny. It was fun. Although I borrowed King's drag shoes and she's like a size and a half, maybe almost 2 sizes bigger than I am. So my feet slide down in the shoe.
Oof.
Which means there's no like, a heel can only be like supportive if it's like gripping your whole foot, right? In the right way.
How big are King's feet? Because you have size 12 feet, don't you?
You know,
you have a size 12 men's, I'm pretty sure.
My feet are like stumps.
No, you're like a size 14 men's.
My feet, no, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're all toes.
I feel like we have to have spoken about this. My feet are like, I'm shaped like Patrick Star. Like there's little stumps at the end of my legs. It's really weird. I'm not stupidly tall. I think I'm like a tall average person or a short tall person because I got tall friends that are girls and I'm the shortest one out of them. But out of the average,
I'd say you're like above average.
Above average,
but for a girl.
But I'm a short tall person. Like I'm a short tall girl.
That's just fucking medium, dum-dum.
But I'm on the taller end of medium because when I'm around my medium friends, I'm the tallest.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I'm 5'8". It's a very...
There's some days I look at you and you're like 5 foot, and there's some days I look at you and I'm like, is Eden 6'4"? It really depends on the shoes.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
depends
like,
on the shoes that both of us are wearing.
Before I met you, I was like, yeah, 5 foot. And then when I met you, I was like, why is it looking me in the eye?
Whose Melman ass looking ass is this?
Get your ass in the court. LeBron needs you out wide shooting threes.
Oh God. So anyway, so my feet are like sinking down, which means like there's no support. I'm on my very toes. Let me tell you, two of my middle toes on my left foot, I still can't feel.
Oh, you should probably go get that checked.
They move now. I can move them. That didn't happen the first day and a half. It was real bad. I was in a real bad way. Really bad way. It was fucked up because I had to I walked all the way from the parade. Two of my friends were announcing one of the VIP sections of the parade.
Cool.
It was very cool. So I was like there.
Very cool.
I was like Flinders Street. Then I walked all the way to the fucking metro and then danced for 2 hours on my feet. Yeah, I was like borderline immobile. I punched a man.
You punched a man?
Right in the face. Right in the face.
What, on purpose?
Yep.
Did he ask? Was this like a?
Did he ask for it?
Well, I'm just saying.
That'd be fucking awesome.
You see a lot of.
I would have done that.
You see people wearing the gimp masks around during Mardi Gras.
No,
so it might have been someone going, "Give it to me. This is my thing."
No. I will also.
What do you mean you punched? Okay, you got the.
Yeah, here we go. So afterwards, all of my friends.
I'm just an audience member for this podcast, to be honest.
Like
I'm just a
Bryce
listener.
and Adam, who lives upstairs, and like all of our friends were all at bowling. They were at strike bowling.
Cool.
So they were at the parade, and then afterwards they went bowling. And so I was going to meet them there after I finished dancing. And so I'm like, all right, I'm getting out of here. So the walk from Flinders Street, which is like around where for those of you who don't know, that's around where the Pride March is. It's very, like, it was a great atmosphere. Everyone's just like, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. It's very like, it's pretty safe in a way. Anyway, so then you go to the other side I walk to the other side of the fucking city, like the city centre, and you know, there's not like George Street, not many rainbows, not many fucking
Street, no?
Not many fucking feather boas going on there. No, it was all people just going regular clubbing.
Oh, yeah, no, true.
Right. So I gotta like walk at least to somewhere I can get an Uber or a taxi from. So I'd say like it's not a long walk. It's maybe like 5 minutes, but fuck! All of a sudden I notice I'm not in good company because like there's like
anymore.
3 different groups of very drunk men that gives me a fucking hard time. Like, oh my God, it was bad. But I'm like, head straight. You just fucking don't talk to them. Don't talk to them.
What outfit are you in on this night?
This is the fucking pink one.
The pink corset.
The pink corset, and like anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was the most.
This is why people, when you go, oh, why do they have the gay clubs? Because they feel safe there. Because you cunts don't actually have to sit there and ridicule them for dressing not in a cotton-on fucking t-shirt and ripped shorts and some Nike SBs. Exactly. This is why they have these areas, because you guys don't make them fucking feel safe, dipshits. Continue.
I lie. They're yelling, and they sort of like their group sort of splits apart around me. So I'm like, whatever, walk through the middle. You were almost there. I'm really almost at this corner where I know I can get an Uber from. And one of them's walking by, and just like as he goes, they're so drunk. I know they're like not even like planning what they're doing, but it's almost like instinctually he just like puts his, and also my feet are fucking killing by this point. Yeah. I'm so over it. I'm like, but I'm not a bitch to take a shoe off because I'm not going to, it makes you look drunk. Yep. I wasn't. So I was like, no, I'm not going to walk with my heels.
Yeah, you would have looked crazy if you took your shoes off.
I would have though. And I was like, you know, it completes the outfit. Yeah. So anyway, he's walking by, he sort of puts his arm out on the side and so like grabs me, and so I'm walking with purpose too.
What, around your waist or something?
Yeah, like around my like hips. So I get like stopped in my tracks and almost like swung around. So I get swung around, and like as it's happening, my feet hurt so much. I'm so over it. I've just been yelled at by 3 other packs.
Yeah.
And it's it's 1:30 and I've just I've just danced in a wonderful way for 2 hours. And so in one motion, so I feel him like grab me, and you also don't know what the fuck is going to happen at this point.
Yeah, it's scary.
And I was like, God, like I'm getting dragged to the alley and so in one big motion, I get like stopped, spun around, and as I get spun around, I'm just like, fuck it, and I just clock him.
Where'd you get him? Like middle of the face, side? Where are we going? Where have you got him?
It was like, yeah, I guess like side of the face.
Oh boy!
And then he sort of like stumbles, and all of his friends like they like laugh, I guess, at him for being hit by a girl. And I almost wanted to say to them like, it's not funny because I'm a girl. It's funny because he's a fuckwit.
Yeah.
You know? And
Preach.
So, but I didn't have time to stay around like that. I was just like, he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
I just like
don't
walked
come up and grab me.
And I got in a taxi. And I'm obviously like in the taxi because the taxi driver was like, are you okay? And I was like, take me to strike bowling.
Finish the episode. Finish it on that. Love you, miss you, bye. See you in the next one.